Hello students, today we will be discussing under a new subject, that is business laws and ethics. You know that everything or every activity is being guided by certain rules and regulations. Similarly, in business also you have to understand some laws and some rules. At the same time, you are to understand the ethics also. Today we will be discussing on the areas of business ethics. So before discussing the business ethics, we should understand what do we understand the term ethics. What does the term ethics? Ethics means a set of rules. Ethics, it defines what is right and wrong. You understand that? Whenever we will be talking ethics, means principles, good, bad, behavior, approach, like this. So it defines with the what is right, what is wrong conduct. This ethics concept comes from Latin word that is ethos, which means character. Whenever we will be talking about character, we have some positivity on that issue. So therefore, corporate ethics is choosing, adopting and practicing good things and avoiding bad things. You see that? You have to, there are so many options are there. You know that which is good, which is bad. You have to adopt good practices and you have to avoid bad things. So therefore this concept varies from company to company, organization to organizations. However, virtues and values, what is that concept? Which are universally acceptable. Whether there might be some deviations or differentiations, but basics of this thing, that is virtues and values, which are universally acceptable. Now, what is the, or what are the areas which the ethic concept deals? This concept deals with right and wrong, which are right and wrong from we have discussed here. Then which is moral and which is immoral, that also being discussed here. Good and bad behavior, your approach, behavior, you know that. All this psychological thinking and social values rather. So these are the thinking we have to do for these things. Now these ethics are based upon certain principles that we have to understand, because you see that business is a part of society. So you have to always see that society, that means the common people, their interest should not be disturbed and their interest should be protected. So what are those things? 7 principles of public life. What are those 7 principles? Number 1, your selflessness. Public interest. See, those who are holding the public post, always we will be discussing all these points, since as you have been holding a public post. If you hold a public post, first concept your selflessness, first and foremost priority, you are to take care of the interest of the public. That means public interest is the first and foremost point. Number 2, integrity. So this is also very vital point, that integrity concept. What are those areas will cover under this area? Must avoid placing themselves under any obligation to people. What does it mean? Must avoid placing themselves under any obligation. You should not be under pressure or under certain situations. You should not act. First, that means basically you are holding the public post. Some pressure, some internal, somebody is trying to do something to do, but you don't do. That is the main thing. So, under any obligations, you cannot do anything. And here another point is there. They are telling that should not act or take decision in order to gain financial and other material benefit. See, whenever you are holding any public post, you should not act or take any decisions in order to gain financial or other material interest. So, you should be out of any financial or material interest whenever you are holding any public post. Number 3 is your objectivity. What does the term objectivity means? Take decisions impartially, fairly, and on merit basis. See, what does the term objectivity means? Whenever you are holding any public post, you should take the decisions impartially, fairly, and on merit basis. Whether is there any merit, you act upon. If there is no merit, you don't do that. So these are the things only. So these are the out of that 7 principles. We have discussed here first 3 principles. Now another 4 principles we will be discussing. Number 4 is your accountability. What are those accountability? That means those persons who are holding that public posts are accountable to public for their decisions and actions. See, what does that accountable means? You are to be accountable to the public, because suppose you are a public servant, you are for the people only, you are just a caretaker, you are no very big thing or something like that. Whenever any act you have to do, you have to be accountable to public for their decisions and actions. You are to be accountable, you have to give the reply if you take any wrong decision. So you have to be accountable for any decisions or any work. Number 5, your openness. See, what does the term openness covers? Should act and take decision in an open and transparent manner manner. So you see that openness, you are to act and take decision in an open and transparent manner. What does it transparent manner? Without any ambiguity. It must be very clear and it should be understandable to everybody. It should not be no hanky panky. So this way it should be your transparent manner should be there, and open way it will be there, so that it will be the openness should be there. Number 6, your honesty. This is very vital. Whenever you are holding any public post, you should be truthfully. You should be truthfully. So your honesty is the very vital. You should be an honest person. Whatever you have been asked, you will have to do that. You need not go beyond that. Last but not the least, that is the point for that. So your should exhibit 7 point is your leadership. See, leadership means you should have, every time we have been talking, no, you should have leadership quality. You are to be a leader. You should have that leadership quality, you should have that. What does it mean? Should exhibit these principles in their own behavior. That is, willing to challenge poor behavior whichever occurs. You see that when question of leadership comes, you are to principle of their own behavior, you are to take willing to challenge poor behavior. Suppose if any unforeseen circumstances or some pressure comes, you are to avoid, you need not make understandable that this is what is your duty and what you are to do for this thing. So these are the points for your cases, and we will be discussing some more other things in my subsequent video lectures. So today we will be concluding this part. So you should understand this business laws and ethics very clearly, because after passing the exam, especially this professional course, practically when you will hold any post or chair, you will really understand that whatever theoretically you are thinking, whenever you will enter in this office, your things will be different. This is not a formula that you have to go this right way or left way. So many new things will come, so many awkward situations will come. You have to come over. You have to these things. You have to avoid all those things, situations, and you have to go ahead. So today we will be concluding this chapter. If you please do subscribe to my channel, so that whatever next videos will come, it will come to you. We are concluding the video here. Have a good day.